Ta-da time, yeah. So today we're going to be looking at angles. So first let's talk about what is an angle. So an angle is what is formed when two rays, so we'll talk about what that is, meet at a common endpoint. So something like they meet at a common endpoint. Here's one ray, here's another ray. Alright, so that's an angle. Okay, you guys have dealt with angles for a while now. You know what an angle is. Remember, there are three different types. We have acute angle. So this is when we are less than 90 degrees. So some examples, something like this. That's an angle. That's an acute angle. Something like that. It's still less than 90. Something like that. Okay, you can draw whatever angles you want on your paper. So that's an acute angles. All three of those are less than 90. A right angle, of course, is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so like that. We always put that little box so we know it's a right angle. Doesn't matter how I draw it. As long as it makes a L shaped, it's a right angle. We're going to deal with right angles a little bit more here in a few minutes with a special type of relationship with angles. But for right now, that's a right angle. And then obtuse is more than 90 degrees. Okay, so something like this could almost be a straight line. Now a straight line is a type of angle. It's just a straight angle. Okay, but as long as it's greater than 90 degrees, we have an obtuse angle. Okay, so acute angle is less than 90, equal to 90 is a right angle. Obtuse is more than 90. And remember, an angle is formed when two rays meet. Now we have special relationships with angles, and we're going to look at those right now. You guys are going to go look at two of them right here, right now. Let's go. Whoa, that was awesome. So let's talk about angle relationships. So we have two different relationships we're going to talk about first. Okay, so we have complementary angles and supplementary angles. So let's look at these. So complementary angles. Two angles are complementary if or when they add up to 90 degrees. Okay, so that means for two angles to be considered complementary, they've got to add up to 90. So let's look at this first one right here. I have x and 26. So I know that something plus 26 has to be 90 because these two things are complementary. So how I'm going to set this up is I'm going to do x plus 26 equals 90 because they're complementary. So now we just have a one-step equation. So we're going to solve this. Remember, we do the opposite of plus 26. So we minus 26 from both sides. And I have x equals, do a little math, and we see that this is 64 degrees. So x has to be 64 degrees. Let's do another one. Okay, so these two angles are complementary. That means they have to add up to 90. Okay, so that means that x plus 14 equals 90. So now, I've got to solve for x again. We're going to subtract 14. Same thing we did on the other one. You're going to notice it's the same idea on these problems. We're just subtracting whatever they gave us. So 90 minus 14 is 76. So x is 76 degrees in this one. Now let's look at supplementary angles. So angles are supplementary when they add up to 180. Complementary, 90. Supplementary is 180. So these two angles have to add up to 180. So x plus 83 has to be 180. So I got to figure out what plus 83 gives me 180. So I'll set this up. So x plus 83 equals 180. So got to do the same thing as I did up here. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 83. And we get x is 97 degrees. So x here is 97 degrees. Makes sense because remember what we talked about earlier. an angle greater than 90 is considered obtuse, and I would say that's obtuse angle. So that's a good job. So let's solve this one. Okay, so once again, x plus 43 equals 180. How I know supplementary from complementary? Complementary makes a 90-degree angle, makes like an L shape. Supplementary makes a straight line, straight like this, 180 degrees. So we're going to solve this by subtracting 43. And I get that x is 137 degrees. So complementary is 90, supplementary is 180. You guys are going to practice some later. We're going to put some equations in here, even more than this. But don't worry about that now. You guys got this. Complementary is 90, supplementary is 180. You guys got this. Tether time out.